So, in the spirit of Mental Health Awareness Month, I decided I would make a video sharing my personal struggles with depression and anxiety. So, I've always struggled with depression and anxiety. That's something that I know. That's something that I know for a fact that I've always dealt with, especially with me going through kidney failure and dialysis, waiting for a kidney, in and out of hospitals, doctor's appointments, just the whole shebang, as I like to say. But I noticed my depression got a little bit worse after I had my first kidney removed back in 2016. But back then, I was just like, in my head, I was telling myself, oh, you're being stupid. You're being stupid for no reason. You knew this was going to happen. Why are you feeling like this? Whatever. So after that, my doctors asked me, are you okay? Do you need to see a therapist? At that point, I just said, no, I'm okay. I'm fine. I knew this was going to happen. I had my own little reality check and everything. I knew this was going to happen. That's what I kept telling myself in my head. I knew this was going to happen. I knew what I was in for. I have no reason to be feeling like this. I'm fine. I'm being idiotic, So I continued to push away my depression, push away my anxiety, push away my problems, bottle up my emotions, not really share anything with anyone. Which was bad. It was very bad. As some of you may know, at that point, I was in a relationship. But as time went by, me pushing away my problems and bottling up my emotions, pushing away my depression and my anxiety was taking a toll on my relationship, to the point where we actually decided to break up because it was in the best interest for both of us. So my depression and my anxiety actually took a toll on my mental health. There would be days where I would come home straight after dialysis, where I would come home and I would just crawl into bed and cry. I'd spent most of my days crying myself to sleep because I was just so tired of everything. I was tired of the needles. I was tired of the doctor's appointments. I was tired of waking up at 5 a.m. just to go to dialysis for 4 hours. I was tired of sitting in a chair for 4 hours. I was tired of getting stuck by needles 3 times a week. I was just tired of everything. And it was just getting to me really badly. And it just made everything worse that I would just come home and I wouldn't talk to anyone. I wouldn't talk to my mom. I wouldn't talk to my sister. I would just go straight to my room and sleep and cry myself to sleep sometimes. Sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and cry because I honestly wanted to give up. I didn't want to do anything anymore. I was tired. I just wanted to give up. So I asked my mom to ask HR at her job for a list of psychologists or like therapists, whatever, counselors, whatever you want to call them, so I can go see someone and get the help that I needed. Because at that point, I knew I needed help, especially because I was tired of crying myself to sleep. I was tired of crying in the middle of the night, and I was just hurting inside, and I knew that I needed help to deal with this. The turning point for me to decide to seek help was when not only did it take a toll on my previous relationship where we broke up because I was unhappy, But seeing me hurting and crying hurt my mom. And me seeing her hurt because I was hurt was hurting me more. For the past whole year now, I've been seeing a therapist that's been helping me deal with my anxiety and my depression. And in the past year, I've noticed myself getting better. I don't bottle things up anymore. I talk more openly about my feelings to my family. I let them know when I'm feeling okay, when I'm not feeling okay. Just being more open now with everyone and everything that I'm dealing with. Because let's be honest, dialysis is hard. It's terrifying and scary and difficult to deal with, especially being 22 years old, especially for me. Not only does it take a toll on me emotionally or mentally, it takes a toll on me physically, where I just 9 times out of 10 I'll just come home and go straight to sleep until like 7-8 o'clock at night. It's hard. It's very hard. I've honestly seen people code and like straight up flatline in front of me. Like, they'll be fine 1 minute and then the next they'll just code and their heart stops. It's terrifying because it makes me think, what if that happens to me? You know? And it's a scary thing to think of, but like I've mentioned to a lot of people, I've made my peace with my illness. I've made my peace with dialysis. I've made my peace with kidney failure. I just made my peace with everything in general. I know it could happen because that's life. That is honestly just the hard truth about life. But, you know, I'm not the only one that deals with this. There's a lot of people out there that deal with it. There's kids younger than me that have to go through this. There's young adults my age, around my age group, that have to deal with this on a daily basis. I have friends that have passed away waiting for a kidney. I have friends that are still waiting for a kidney. I have friends that after being on dialysis for 10, 20 years are finally getting their kidneys. Like, it's difficult going through this at our age. But thankfully, I got the help that I needed. I've surrounded myself with positive people, positive thoughts, people that try to bring out the best in me, that are always there for me. You know, my friends, they'll check up on me like, hey, are you okay? What's going on? They'll come visit me in dialysis, keep me company, which I honestly appreciate because my only options are to sleep and watch TV, and that gets boring after a while. Yeah, it's not easy. Depression has been really tough. Anxiety has been really tough. But in the past year, I've learned a lot about myself. And I've learned that I am strong enough to overcome this. I am strong enough to deal with this. And that I'm not alone. That I have people here supporting me, that love me, that care for me, that are there to help me. And if you are someone that is struggling and you need someone to talk to, just know that I understand what you're going through. I especially understand what it's like going through dialysis. It's hard. But, you know, just remember, you are loved. You're strong enough to overcome this. There are people out there that care for you, that love you, that want what's best for you. Don't be afraid to open up. I was afraid to open up. And now that I've actually learned to open up and be more open about my feelings, I understand that I'm not going through this alone. You are not going through this alone. We are in this together. And if you need someone to talk to someone that you trust, or, you know, get the help that you need. Or if anything, my social media is open. If you need someone to talk to, I am here. Talk to someone you trust. Mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whoever. but just don't keep it bottled up, because in the end you're just hurting yourself, and that's not good. I had to learn that the hard way. And if I'm being honest, I'm glad that I opened up. I'm glad that I'm able to open up more with people about how I'm feeling, what I'm feeling exactly. So don't be scared. You are loved. You are important. You are everything. You matter. So please get the help you need. And I hope me sharing my story can help others out there, especially dialysis patients, kidney transplant patients, people that are going through this. You're not alone. I understand. And I hope my story can help you go down. I hope my story can help you go down the right path.